What's up? What's up? Welcome to another edition of Our Take. I am your host, the hostess with the mostest fair. I got my old boy over here, T Double, in the building. Welcome everyone. I have now TT. Want to say what's up real quick? We do have a special guest we're about to bring on. We're about to bring him on. What's up, TT?
Well, all I'm gonna say that now I'm just gonna be the second favorite person that pops up on this show because I ain't the favorite today. I know what's happening now.
You wasn't favorite last week, but however you want to take it, however you want to do it. But guys, we do have a special guest, and I want to get him on because I know he's busy and got other things to do. But today we have a very special guest. He is a Dallas Skyline All-American 5-star recruit alum. He went to OU, had a stellar career there from 2011 to 2014, playing in the Fiesta, the Cotton, and the Sugar Bowl, something these young kids don't know nothing about back in the good days. And in 2014, he was drafted by my Denver Broncos, where he helped win a Super Bowl 50th championship. So definitely, you guys help me welcome Corey Nelson to the building. What's up, Corey?
Can y'all hear me?
Clearly.
Yes,
Okay. I can't hear y'all on my phone.
You can't hear us? He'll be back. But look here, y'all guys. I know you just saw who was on there. He'll be right back. He's trying to hear us. But we do have Corey Nelson inside. Big show. We got a lot of good questions for him. We're going to talk with him a little bit, but he'll be back on the show. But while he's getting his hearing stuff together, TT, how your week been? I think he's back with us. You back with us? Can you hear us now?
I can hear y'all now. I'm good.
Hey, well, welcome to the show. Really, truly appreciate it. It's an honor to have a Super Bowl champion on my show, someone I know personally and love dearly, and his family. It is such an honor. Welcome.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for having me. Thank y'all for allowing me to be on the show. Appreciate you, Farrah, you know what I'm saying, for everything. We are like family. We bonded in. So, yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming.
You gonna make me feel like the stepchild in the first 2 minutes of the show. I mean, all in the first 2 minutes, I'm just the outcast. That's all right. I'm loving this. Not like family.
TT Mug right there. I just love for life. So I'm so glad to have all of you guys on the show. But definitely we have someone that's gonna pop in, Paul from the extra point. He'll pop in a little bit. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on into this because we're on a good time right now. So let's get on into it. So we got Mr. Corey on here. So we definitely just had a couple questions for you. Wanted to get into it, see how you feel, because right now you were part of some of the best teams out here, college football, NFL, and they rocking right now too. So this is the perfect week for you. So definitely tell me. I wanted to know, like, what did you know that you were that man, that you could do it, you could take it to the next level, whether college and then knowing that you could go pro. When was that age? When did you know?
Yeah, so man, I can go all the way back to 2008. I was a sophomore in high school, and I just remember when I got my first scholarship, like offer letter from Texas A&M, and for me, that's when it became real. Where it was like, oh, okay, I can make this like a thing. You know, I can make this a career possibly. I can make it something to where I can get my education. You know, it said I had a full scholarship, a full ride, and so I would say that was like the pivotal and key point where like allowed me to be like, okay, I'm really good at this sport. Let me continue to like perfect my craft at it, you know, and do what I need to do when nobody's looking and have integrity behind, you know, my craft and stuff. So yeah, I would say back in 2008, I was young, you know, I was probably 13, 14 years old.
And I'm sure you've been playing since you were probably 5 in Texas. They started playing at them 3, you know, so.
Yeah, they
TT.
I'm a little older than that, and I'm still don't feel like I'm the man yet, but I'm gonna let that go. Now, here's my question, because you brought it all the way back for me, Corey. 4-star, ESPN, 5-star scout coming out of Skyline. All these wonderful things. What, number 7th ranked outside linebacker in the country? If that was correct, something around there. Now, and you just said you got that first scholarship from Texas A&M. Why Oklahoma? What made you go to Oklahoma?
Oh man, so the head coach there now, you know, and I'm grateful for the time that he took to get to know me and my family. Brett Venerables, Coach Brett Venerables, he's the head coach now at OU. Shout out to Oklahoma, you know, for doing everything that they're doing and progressing the way that they have with him. And you know, it's just an exciting moment. But when he was there, he was the defensive coordinator, and it was a pivotal point in my life of like trying to decide whether I was going to go to A&M or Oklahoma, because although I had multiple scholarships across, you know, the United States, I could have went to Oregon. You know, I could have played for any teams you could think of. You know, I had plenty of options: Tennessee, Florida, USC. So for me, I was just focused on listening to Brett Venerables and the coaches at Texas A&M and like how they meshed well with my family and me as a player. So I was actually committed to Texas A&M, and during my time being committed to them, I committed to them when I was junior. I did like a soft commit, non-verbal commit is what they call, you know. And Coach Venerables was still trying to get me at the time as a defensive coordinator. He thought I would be a great fit for the program. He said that, you know, if I want to continue to pursue football, he'll be there for me to help me achieve that. If I want to get my degree and take my knowledge elsewhere to, you know, start a career, he'll be there for me. And if he wants me to be the man that I want to be, he'll be there to teach me that and you know, teach me the steps along the way. He'll be the father that, you know, my parents can't be while I was in Oklahoma. And so I like that. And what was the deciding factor of me choosing Texas A&M over, for choosing Oklahoma over Texas A&M was when Texas A&M's defensive coordinator, the linebacker coach, he was 60 years old. He was an older guy. I can't remember his name, but he retired. He retired like right before signing day. So our signing day is in February. I think they do it earlier now for some schools, but ours was in February at the time. And day before signing day, I had to call them. My parents, my mom, she made me. You're gonna call them and tell them you don't want to go there. You're gonna decommit and you're gonna tell them, you know, you're gonna tell Oklahoma that you want to go there and you know, play for them. And so I had to do it. I had to make that call. I called them. I talked to the defensive. He was a DB coach. He was the guy that was recruiting in our area. I had to call him and talk to him and the head coach, and we had them on the phone. They were begging me to stay, but I told them, you know, with y'all not having a linebacker coach, I don't think he would like how I would be as a player. How will I know, you know? And I don't want to get there and he decides that he doesn't like the type of player, the type of skill set that I am. And so that was ultimately the deciding factor. And I knew Brett Venerables liked the type of player that I was. You know, I knew that he wanted to mold me and put me into his defense. You know, he had things for me. It showed, you know. And so that's what made me decide. I'm long-winded, but that was, you know, that was the story and the path behind it.
Yeah, and I think it was like you had some people upset too. They were mad that you didn't come out there. So, but you were a hot prospect. So definitely, OU was very lucky, and you had a great career there. I think you made a great choice. You know, I feel about it. But Paul Coulter, he's in the building. He's liking and sharing, and Brandy, of course, is saying, "Hey, Corey." So shout out from Brandy, definitely. But just speaking of that recruitment process, like. Your recruitment process, what advice do you have for some of these kids now, pending the NIL? Is this totally different now than at that time when you were there? Because I know you'd have got paid. You and a lot of players from Skyline.
Yeah, so it's way different now. You know, back then when I went into college and stuff, we were getting stipends, you know, to take care of our rent and stuff, but it wouldn't be enough. You know, it'll be enough to hold you over to the end of the month, maybe. You know, $200, $300 to hold you. Month so things are a lot different now for players. I would say my advice to players, you know, who are doing the deals and everything, because now they're no longer really like they're a college student athlete, right? But they're also a pro now because they're doing what professional players are doing now. You know, you're getting paid for, gigs and going out and doing commercials and doing these different ads. And so the biggest thing for me, those players is to just really and truly to be themselves and to learn. There's no way to teach how to do what they're doing. If anything, it's going to help them because now they're able to make those mistakes. If they're making mistakes financially from NIL deals, right, or getting messed over by an agent or whatever it is, they're young enough now to learn from those experiences and mistakes. And then by the time when they're able to become a professional in the sport, they'll be able to better manage their money
with big money, with the big money.
Protect them, right? Keep them safe. And they have people that are doing that now that are teaching these players now. So I feel like what's going on now is it's gonna do what it's gonna do, and players are gonna be who they're gonna be. I just think that the guidelines of them just teaching them financial literacy and how to manage their money and to manage people that come in contact with them due to them making money in the NIL. It's an important thing, and it's just something that just it just gotta just be what it is, because this is preparing them to be professionals and get paid like pros, and it's a career. It's more than just playing football and getting a degree. It's playing football, that's the career, but you're also getting a degree within that career. It's no different than someone that's trying to be an HVAC and they work for an apartment company and they need to learn how to do air conditioning. They got to take a course for it. This career with football is no different.
That is very true, T.
Now, I got a couple of questions in here. Everywhere that I've seen, that number 52 pops up on you. But there's a foundation behind that 52. I think it's the number 7. So I want to know what is it behind that 50? Is it the 7 or is it the 52 itself? Because I even read somewhere on the 25 one time.
Do your research, ain't you?
So I said, what is it? Tell me what it is.
Yeah. So, man, it's definitely the number 7. It's a significant number to me. I remember a guy that brought the inspiration to me to be a better football player my sophomore year. He brought out the best in me because I was inspired by the way that he played. His name was Keenan Cooper, and he played for Minnesota. He went to the University of Minnesota and played linebacker for him there and had a great career with him. He decided to not pursue the NFL and focus more on, a career path of teaching and education. And so he motivated me. Yeah, he inspired me. I even took an official visit up there, just to hang out with him and hang out with the other guys that went to Skyline that went to that school as well. But he wore number 7, and I saw him block punts, and I saw him, make crazy tackles across the field. And do things that was like, dang, that's pretty cool. I want to do that. Because he was a great guy, both on and off the field. And so he inspired me, and I kind of hold that number as a core memory of mine, for my inspiration. And so that's where the number 7 came from. And then as I progressed in my career, I couldn't wear number 7 my freshman year at OU, so I would wear number 25. So that was the closest thing to 5 + 2, equals 7. And so as my career went on, I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep that. And so 52 was a standout number for me when I got into the NFL, because I knew 5 + 2 = 7. And then towards the later of my career, I wore number 56 because I was just like, all right, I'm here to be a part of the team. It's no longer about me, but that's just a whole nother chapter of my life that I did through my transition to playing football. But yeah, that's where number 7 came from.
52 is a great number for a linebacker. I'm glad you looked that up. I do that. I knew, but I ain't know you knew, TT. You got me on that one. That's what I'm talking about. But go ahead. Go ahead, T.
Now, my next question now. You made it in the NFL. Tell me what was better, playing in the NFL or working in your aunt's wig shop? Which one was the best one of those two, though? I want to know what's the truth.
I want to know which sister had the wig shop. That's what I want to know.
I want to know which one was better.
Yeah. So man, my mom's youngest sister, they owned a couple of wig shops, so they own multiple businesses, they're capitalists, and I appreciate them incorporating me into the wig shop. but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That instilled a lot of character in me. It taught me to teach people with respect, to honor them, because I would help grab people's groceries, and I would see older women, with their children, or just older ladies just trying to get groceries, and they needing help, and it kind of just helped me to incorporate, good character building skills and good community service skills. And so, yeah, man, I would say it's a little bit of both, because all of that stuff kind of meshes together to make the person who they are and the success that they have.
Listen, you a better man than answer that question than me, because I know if I was working the wig shop in high school, I'm picking up girls. Out there, mama gonna bring them up in there. I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna beat it on. That's what my purpose would have been.
Only aunties was getting wigs, man, back then.
But the aunties were bringing their daughters in. They had to get a little hair stuff in. All that was happening. I'm saying.
You tell us crazy, but no, transitioning kind of over to OU. Now we know that they're having an outstanding season. I feel like it could have been better, if Mentere didn't, go down with his injury a little bit earlier and kind of stump the season. But hey, we in there. We're in that top 12. That's what I know. But being that you got to play back in the original Fiesta Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Sugar Bowl. I remember that one. I know you were injured on that game. That was your senior year. I think it was in New Orleans. I believe you guys went out to. I believe you played that. I followed every game you had. But definitely, how does that feel different than this CFP? Where do you think your teams, or which team, during your 4 years there, that you feel like would have been in this natty, in this 12 team playoff? All of them, I would say.
Yeah, I would say it would be the same teams that are really there. Minus A&M. I think at the time, it was Alabama, LSU. We had Clemson. They were up in the rankings.
At that time, TT.
It was more a lot of the SEC teams that was big at the time when OU was in the Big 12. So the matchup between those players and those teams, I feel like it's still the same. I feel like it's no different, because the culture, it's all about the culture. The culture is still there for those teams and those programs. Alabama is still doing good because of the culture that was built. It's not because of Nick Saban. Yes, he played a part in it, but the culture is what allowed, the teams to be who they are, and the culture to be what it is. It just thrives. That's why OU is still doing good, with the head coach. And you see Oregon and Indiana. These teams have always been, in the top 25, of the college football rankings. So it's no surprise, it's really the same. It's really a thing that has been built, and it's constantly just growing because it builds itself based off of the players that are inspired, by other players.
And a little bit of money,
a lot of money, a lot of bit of money, yeah.
Little bit of money.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just so glad to be introduced to OU. I honestly never even knew anything about OU. I was from North Carolina, so when I got out here and met your mom, worked with her, got to meet your family, meet you, and start going to games. Man, I have a love for OU. Like, dude, if I had a grad school something, I'm trying to go to OU. I'm an OU fan, because of you. But definitely, let me jump in his comments. Let me see what Tasha Bama OU is going to be one of the best matches, even though 3-loss team doesn't need to be there. Tell that to Texas. How do you feel about this? Alabama OU. Who you got? I know you got OU, but what do you got for the score?
Oh man, the scores. So I feel like it's gonna be a defensive game. I'm thinking low 17-20. I'm thinking low score game, because you focus more on championship football now, and in order you think about championship football, it's based off of how good your defense is, and how well your offense plays too. They do play a part, but more crucially how your defense plays. LSU played OU in their last game, and OU shut them out, with an interception at the end. So very important, that the defense is able to, hold the ball game. So I'm looking at a low score game, OU and Alabama, just based off of the defenses alone. The offensives, they're still developing and growing, you know, which is why they're ranked at number 9 and number 8. The quarterbacks, you know, still got work to do and still got work to grow and develop. But definitely a low scoring game based off of, you know, the defense that are going to be being played.
I can see that, but they did play earlier this year, and it was 27, 24, 23, something like that. They did get into the 20s, but this is going to be different. TT?
I can see a good game. I can see Oklahoma, I think, has a better defense. Offensive-wise, I think oh my gosh. Offensive-wise, I think they kind of even out. And I think one of the questions that's on the chat, I think Paul threw out there, this OU defense and how would they compare to with you and that OU? Would your defense be better than what they are now?
Man, that's a great question. So it's when you start looking at statistics based off of, you know, the defensive coordinators that was there. When I was at OU, we had 2 separate defensive coordinators because Britt Venables ended up leaving and going to Clemson. And that's when Clemson took off, you know, and that's when they had a top tier defense. So within my 3rd year, I ended up having a whole new coaching staff with Bob Stoops in them. So the statistics in our defense changed. I would say in the first 2 years, we were one of the top 5 defenses at OU just throughout the whole rankings of, you know, college football. We always held it down. And while I was there at OU, we only lost 2 games, you know. We never lost no more than 2 games. So this is college football playoffs for us. You know, we would have been in it every year for sure. Just based off of, you know, how they're doing it now.
Well, you got to be easy with all that Clemson reference. I'm a graduate of South Carolina. I can't handle that Clemson, that Venables I knew, but that defensive coordinator at Clemson. When you mentioned it, I was like,
Yeah, he's such a hater with it. How do you feel about them to move to the SEC? How do you feel about it? Would you have wanted to play in the SEC? Would that have affected you going to OU, whether they had been in the Big Ten or SEC at that time? Big 12, my bad.
Yeah. I definitely, I still would have went to OU, you know, if they were in the SEC. I think it would have gave me more reason, you know, to want to go. I remember when we played Alabama in the Cotton Bowl, like you said, when we went to Louisiana, down there, and we ended up beating them in that game, you know.
Exactly.
You know, and we dominated, and it just was like a statement for Oklahoma as the program in itself that, you know, we can be in the SEC. That's why they ended up moving into the SEC, because it was a lot of talks that, you know, they were saying that, oh, Oklahoma is, you know, a passing Big 12 speed team, you know, they're not physical, you know, they're not this and not that. And me being a player, you know, that's what we were being told, and that's what we were being heard about, you know, just throughout my time there. So a lot of that was being said, and the program as a whole felt like we could contend with these teams, you know. And so whenever we played them, you know, we played able to dominate, and, you know, that's why they're able to hold their own still as we speak, you know, within the SEC, being their 2nd, 3rd year playing in it.
And y'all did beat Alabama that year in the Sugar Bowl 45-31. Thank you very much for you Bama fans. So yeah, they would have took care of the SEC either way. It wouldn't matter, whichever conference. Yeah. But no, definitely it's going to be a great game. I don't see it being a high scoring game. I just hope Mateer, you know, nothing happens. He holds it down. But I think we'll go ahead and pull this out. But it is hard to beat someone twice in the same season. So
I agree with you. It is.
That's a little scary. But definitely want to move on over to the big boys real quick and go and get you up out of here. But you already know. Let me get it pulled up now. Now definitely I want to pull up. This game is coming up Sunday. Now, pending Mr. Bronco Super Bowl 50 champion. I really, really feel like this team is killing you, ain't it, TT? Killing you. You ain't even going to the playoffs. Sit over there and be quiet, Steeler. Sit over there and be quiet. So, pending how great the defense is this year, and knowing the defense that you guys had, I mean, you playing like with Von Miller, you had Peyton Manning at that time, and then you think about, you know, a quarterback we have now. It's almost a mimic of that team. To an extent. We've had a couple, you know, they didn't have, you know, Demaryius Thomas, you know, that wide receiver side, rest in peace. But definitely, how do you feel these two compared to your Super Bowl winning team to this 11-2 Broncos?
Oh man, very, very similar. Especially when you start looking at the scores of each game. I mean, you're talking about winning by 2-3 points. Throughout the season, per game. These are low scoring games that they played in, but the defense played hard. They played lights out. They played shutout. This is very similar to what we did. When we went intended. So. It's looking very good. It's looking very good statistic wise, based off of how the Broncos have been playing and based off of how the defense is. And it's very promising for them as well to have a young quarterback. We had a veteran quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback, who was on his way out and who was ready to retire, and was ready to fill the deal, just like he did. No different than how Tom Brady did, But to watch a quarterback this young with a defense this great, it's very, very legendary. They can create a dynasty here, something that can stand up to what the Patriots have done. Very, very good. And I know you talked about Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace to him. But we also have a great wide receiver now that took his place, and he was under Demaryius Thomas, tutelage, Patrick Surtain. I mean, not Patrick Surtain, Cortland Sutton, Surtain with Akeem Talib. And no fly zone, Chris Harris, talking to those guys. So it's just a lot of knowledge and history, of there, for knowledge to be given to those guys and the emotions to be given to them, which is allowing them to, to play the way that they're playing. But yeah, I think that, they're looking very, very good. I went to the game where they made history as one of the greatest comebacks, in Denver Broncos history when they played the Giants, earlier in this year. So it's just amazing to see, them continuing to make history, having 10 straight wins. Yeah, it's just a lot of good positive things going for them. I'm excited for them.
Corey, there's only one thing I disagree with you about this whole conversation. You said you had a Hall of Fame quarterback who's on his last legs. Well, they got a quarterback who's the same age as Peyton Manning right now because he was 75 when he graduated from college. So I'm just saying, Bo Nix, maybe you may think he's young because he's only 2 years, but he's about 50. I'm saying because he played in Oregon, Auburn, and every other school in the country for 8 years before he went pro. So I'm just saying. But everything else, I agree.
Right. I agree with you. You're right, he has.
Well, old men can get it done, okay? Because Peyton threw over 5,200 yards that season. So holler at your girl. Don't get it twisted. So we'll keep him. We'll keep him. But he's always fussing. But he's a Steeler fan over there with Papa.
Hold on.
Eating applesauce before the game and taking naps at halftime.
Older than Papa now. He came back and played for Indianapolis, so you can't call my quarterback over no more. There's one in Indianapolis who's older with grandkids playing. Don't even try that there. Thank you.
Oh man! But lastly, I know I'm gonna get you out of here. Who do you have for this game, though? Who do you have for this pick? I know you have, but we went over the score. But I mean, do you think it will be an interesting game? Because right now, everybody's talking trash to me and telling me this is the game that we're going to lose. And they're blaming Bo Nix before the game even starts. Before the game starts.
Yeah. Because they're saying that, like, this is a true test. They're going up against a contending team. They're really saying that all the other teams haven't really been playing that well throughout the year. So I feel like they said this is like a real test, especially offensive-wise, when you got Micah Parsons, who's behind a great defense, with the way that they cover the pass and allows him to rush and does the things that he does. I think that this is going to be, a true testament of, okay, is this team really, who they say they are, and it was really just gonna be a defensive game, like no other game, all that it'll boil down to is how well Bo Nix can manage the game and contain how well they can manage Michael Parsons, and not allow him to make the explosive plays that he plans to make. It's gonna be a test. Yeah, it's gonna be truly exciting to see what happens, and it's a big game because it determines a lot, in the playoff season, how everything plays out.
It definitely is. TT, what you got before we get him out of here?
Listen, I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. We're gonna have to get you back because I want to talk about that sack. See, I'm looking at the records. I heard it's like a 1 sack in the NFL or so. Am I correct? Is that the right number?
Yeah, that's the right number. Yeah.
So I want to know who that was, and how did that feel?
Who did you hit? Who'd you get? I don't remember.
Oh man, that was it was Teddy Bridgewater. He was playing for the Vikings. Yeah, he was playing for the Vikings at the time. Yeah, most of my skill set when I was in the NFL was more so like coveraging and being a coverage linebacker. I would play the run, but we left most of the rushing to Vaughn and to Shane Ray and Shaquille Barry. All those guys that can do what they do because they needed guys to cover. We have to cover to hold these guys, not hold them, but contain them and keep them covered so that they can go and do their thing and get the rushes that they can get and and make the accolades that they can make. But that 1 sack came when he broke out of the pocket, and I saw it before anybody else because I was playing in the middle of the defense, kind of playing zone coverage and watching for that because Teddy Bridgewater likes to run. And, the linemen didn't get them at the time. Most of the time they were getting them, but that time they didn't. And so I saw him. I ran and got him. Ran to the left. He was open. He was trying to throw it, but I came too fast. And he tried to scoop up under me, and I threw him down. And then, that's how I got it.
That'd be the best feeling. What quarterback would you have wanted to sack that you wish you could have just knocked the pure D slop out of?
Oh, man. It was a few times, and I got a couple of pictures where I could have got Tom Brady. But he was getting the ball out so fast, and I realized, that was one of the greatest quarterbacks of getting the ball out and the fastest that I've ever seen, in me playing against him out there. It made sense, why, he didn't get sacked as many times, because he was definitely getting the ball out. But yeah, I would definitely say Tom Brady. That was one I was trying to get. And I was real close, but ended up knocking the ball down. He didn't want to get hit, so he got rid of it.
He was probably about 35 by the end, so he was too old. He didn't want to get hit. He didn't want to get hit.
Yeah.
But what shout outs do you have? You have any shout outs for anybody? Anything? We'll make sure we let you get your shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to my mom, always holding things down on her end. Shout out to Kamisha the model. Kamisha the Model, The Lion Experience, their podcast. Make sure you guys check that out. Shout out to JBTLC Enterprise, JBTLC Salon. Those are my businesses that I own and run, me and my wife. Shout out to my family. Shout out to Broncos Country. Go Broncos, Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. Y'all know it's a big weekend for both teams. I support y'all. And that's all I got. Love and peace to everybody. Thank you for having me on here, Farrah. I appreciate it. Thank you, T. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you asked me. We're gonna chop it up some more.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
We'll definitely talk. And I'm just grateful. Just thank you for everybody, all the fans who supported me, who support you guys, who support, y'all show, y'all podcast. Just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Truly, I appreciate, all the love.
No, thank you. Yes, shout out to Kamisha. She comes on the show. She comes on Instagram. So she on here, but man, I'm gonna get with your beautiful queen, your wife, and I'll make sure I get all of the business names and make sure we get it added onto here and get it on our podcast. Make sure people know and come out because I know you do a lot in the community. I know you coach your son, things of that nature. So we all here build the support. So we do support small businesses, things of that nature. So I'm gonna get all that information. Shout out to your mom because she's the reason I even know you. Thank you, loving family. Shout out to Jenny, all the kids, everyone, Corey, Nelson, Super Bowl 50 champion, Bronco, baby. Let's go. But come back anytime. You already know you welcome. We having a Christmas party this evening. Come up if y'all ain't doing nothing. So you know how we do. You know how we do, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
You welcome. Tell Jenny hello for me.
All right, I will. You have a good one.
You too.
That was a good one. Thank you, Corey, for coming on. He said, "What? I gotta get to these. I gotta get to these comments over here because Paul is over here wilding. But thank you, Corey Nelson, for being on the show. That was pretty awesome. Really appreciate him taking the time. I think he had a meeting this morning and still carved it out. They just waiting on him, but that's how they do, you know. But definitely shout outs to him for coming on the show, Corey Nelson, linebacker for the Denver Broncos. So TT, we gotta get back on track. How you feeling?
I'm barely alive, but I'm here. That's all that matters.
Man, listen, you always tap in. He's a little under the weather, y'all. So y'all give some prayers up for my TT over there. He truly ain't feeling good. And I ain't even gonna look at, he dancing now. He dancing now. But I wanted to go back to the comments because I was trying to get the comments that people were asking questions. So we made sure we asked them, but it was some just comments. So didn't really try to get to them. I'm trying to make sure we got him out of here. Let's see. Hey, Terrell up in the building. What's up, sis? I still didn't get to meet you when you were here. That's what I'm gonna say. Didn't get to meet you.
It's always my fault, right? Always my fault.
It was your fault. Let's see. I think he asked that question. Bama's offense ain't working. Ty Simpson is struggling, and Check obviously didn't click.
Wow.
Gotta love Tasha up in the building. Appreciate it. The defense in the game is going to be crazy. I think we were talking about the OU game.
Yep.
It's definitely weird to see Texas and OU in the SEC here, Missouri and AM too. Look, I done told y'all this horror. It's crazy to see ACC because we called it. Remember, we dubbed it the ECC. Everyone's coach.
Every coach conference. Every coach conference. The ECC.
Half the league don't even touch the Atlantic coast, the Atlantic Ocean at all. So I understand. I remember OU in the Big 8. So going to the Big 12 was strange to me. That was a long time ago, Tosh. Great interview. Thank you, Paul. Rest in peace. Let's see. Look, Tasha, you and TT today. Y'all on the same page. Y'all must be buddying up today. Talking about my Bo Nix is 47 years old.
Ain't nothing different. We talk about it every week. We all know the truth.
Y'all usually are fighting. Y'all usually ain't on the same page. Hold up, not on the Steelers. So Terrell was taking offense.
Thank you.
He was 137 years old when he fought. All right, T, you drink that water. Get that water. And your sister said, take your ass to bed.
Thank you. Thank you. But no, we got more show to do. So let's get it.
Yes, we do. So we're going to get right back into it again. Welcome. Thank you, Corey, for being on the show. But we did talk about the Alabama game, but do you who you got? You got Alabama or you got OU, TT?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm probably, I don't know. This is one of the toss-up games. It's just Oklahoma's defense. Alabama's not playing ball right now, but I'm gonna go with Bama because if it don't, they're gonna lose their head coach to Michigan. We'll talk about that soon, but if they don't win, that dude's they're gonna push him out of Alabama.
I'm still going for OU, but it is definitely hard to beat somebody twice in the same year. Alabama lost to OU earlier this season already, like 27-24, something of that nature. It was a close game, but I'm going with OU. Hopefully Mateer pull this out, but Alabama wants a championship, okay? They want it. So I don't know. OU's going to have to want it a little more. We're going to see how it goes, but OU all day, Boomer sooner. And Paul just said your boy Sellers is coming back to South Carolina. I see that.
I saw that. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
How you feel about it? You think y'all gonna be a little bit better next year with him? I mean,
we gotta do offensive coordinator. We gotta do offensive. Kendall Browse, who was at TCU and Baylor when he was running up those scores. Guess who? That's who our offensive coordinator is now. Yes, I did.
Damn, TT interviewed that man, didn't pick Bama. Right. He ain't saying it in his face, though.
Nope, did not. I'm crazy. That's stupid.
He said, I'm crazy, not stupid. Oh, man. But, yeah, I'm going to go with OU. We're going to see how that pops out. Let's see. Who else we got? Now, this going back because we're all out of whack right now, but y'all know how we do. We're in the barbershop, don't fucking matter. We're gonna roll with it. Playoffs right here. So I was so confused. I was like, I can't find the other two guys, but hey, Ohio State and Georgia have a bye. Texas Tech and Indiana, they both have a bye. Now, how do you feel about the seeding? Do you think it was seeded properly for the games, for the matchups that we do have? I mean, pinning the two teams we could care less to fucking see.
Yes, it was seeded correctly based on what they did. I don't know. Georgia is the SEC champion. Ohio State is not a champion of a conference. So they should have been the 4. Texas A&M won the conference, Georgia won the conference, Indiana won the conference, and Ohio State should have been the 4. But they won't do that because they don't want to have a chance of Indiana playing Ohio State again before the championship.
Got it. Yeah.
So we knew that one. That's that big 76 bias. They try to set it up.
It is. I picked Oklahoma to win it all last.
He did.
I would love for OU to win it all. Oh shit, I would lose my mind, but I still think Indiana's gonna win it all in the end. OU gotta go through them. Alabama gotta go through them. Whoever. So we'll see how it works out. But I did want to go back just to show that. But who you got? Texas A&M and Miami. Reed.
Texas A&M and home. A&M. No question.
They're going to show why the hell he is bad because I just don't have any confidence in him. He doesn't show up in the big moments. He didn't for Georgia. Let's see if you do it for Miami. Because you ain't Ward. That's what you ain't.
Peace. See you. What game? But the ACC got a team in there. Congratulations.
Man, just like leave the ACC off of it. You ain't got to tag that. They're non-conference, okay? Like shit, Purdue, damn Notre Dame, they just ain't got a conference. But yeah, the ACC's in there with them, whatever. Let's see who else we got here. Tulane and Ole Miss. Jesus Christ, like really, it's gonna be such a blowout. Nobody wants to watch that. I would rather see North Texas, but
this will be the closer of the two games. Tulane and Ole Miss match up pretty well. Ole Miss will win. And it's going to be closer than you think with this one.
Why you say
that? Because Mississippi going to have to come with a new offensive coordinator. I mean, new system, playing for a new coach, a new voice.
Uh-huh.
And Tulane is not a bad team. Tulane is a very good team.
Tulane is a really good team. I hadn't seen them play but once this season, and that was just because I was watching the championship game, watching my North Texas, and they put a fucking smackdown on their ass. So, yeah, that part.
And Paul, the way to answer that question, their champion only lost 5 games. Their champion lost 5 games.
How does a team that didn't win the ACC get in over the team that won the ACC? Look, they were supposed to put Duke in there. Really? We're gonna see Duke and Ole Miss play? Man, get your goofy self out of here. If the college rankings had man, I cannot. I get the point though, Paul, though. I mean, I think it's all wet. I saw, who did I see? Vandy's quarterback was on ESPN, was on First Take the other day, and he was just saying they should do a 12 and then a 4, a play-in. They should do a play-in, a 14 play-in. That was his suggestion, but taking the top 12 and then the next 4 out would do that. So that way he would have got in, BYU would have got in, Texas would have got in,
and Notre Dame.
But they would have been able to play into the conference playoffs. They wouldn't be in the CFP. They would have a playoff basically. Play-in game. So I actually thought that was pretty, not a bad idea. But that ain't what happened.
Nope.
So that ain't what happened. So you got Ole Miss. Said it was gonna be a better game than we think. Yeah. Oh man, Oregon, JMU. Lord bless JMU heart. Bless JMU's heart.
You only got a new head coach coming in, and they played in the first round of the playoffs. So congratulations, JMU. But they played Oregon at Oregon. Game's over.
Well,
That's all.
yeah, ain't really much to talk about that game. It's nothing to talk about on that one. So yeah, we're gonna let that one be. So we went through those games, but we did have a sit your ass down moment. TT,
I can't even talk. I'm gonna let you handle this. I can't talk. I can't.
I was hoping Paul would come on the show for this part, but I don't think he wanted to. You know,
Sit your ass down.
please.
You lose your job. You get caught by your wife and embarrassed by your wife and kid. Then you go over to the chick house and basically tell you don't want you. Not only you lose your job, you get fired. You get fired. Then you go get arrested. Now you're in jail.
I can't get out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
$13 million, a family, and a side chick. All going. I ain't saying nothing else.
And then the thing is of course, it was so played down. We've known he got locked up, he got fired, and hours later, and the police report just was never coming out. The police report was never coming out. So it's like, well, what the hell's going on? Like, what? So then, finally the stuff is coming out. He gets fired. We didn't know why. So now I'm hearing, and it hadn't been confirmed, that I think it's pretty true. This dumb fuck had a plan B delivered to his damn job, to his office. They recognized him, reported it to the school because they knew something was up. He ain't no plan B for his wife, the hell. Delivered to the office. And they did their investigation, put all the bullet points together, and came up with this affair. He gave her a 70% raise, all that good stuff. And the crazy part of it, he went over there to go shell. I'm out. I lost everything. You will too. We both died today. Oh, Paul came on, god dog it. Went over there to go shell. Oh shit! Now I lost. Paul. I got to take the picture down now. Yes, Paul Coulter is in the building. He said he gonna come on here and defend his shit. He ain't never scared. Thank you, Paul. Never scared. I know you ain't. But your boy Sharon, and then the thing is the girl didn't even snitch on him. It was the damn Uber. They said it was the DoorDasher that reported that to the school, the plan B. Now, like I said, I have not confirmed it. There's too many rumors going around, but either way, it was stupid. And then in the end, I do think we have some bad mental health issues going on here that needs to be addressed. But go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to commend you two on a fantastic interview that y'all did. That was very good. Our take, y'all all the way up. All right, let's just get that out of the way first and foremost. T, good to see you back. Quit drinking the water in Mexico. Now, to Michigan. Farrah, you got me knocking over my keyboard. All right, Farrah, this is what happened, okay? I'm about to give y'all the real, all right? This is what happened. And no, I did not do a line of coke, T. Fix your face, T. This is the truth.
Oh, you killed me with that one.
In July, the university interviewed Sharon and Paige Shiver. Say her name. Asked was they fooling around. And they said no. And on Wednesday, she changed her tune and spilled the beans and showed text messages and emails and things of that nature. Now, did the DoorDasher, was she the one that blew the whistle? Huh? Yeah, she did. She told the university. And in the aftermath of him getting fired, he goes home to his wife. She does the Tiger Woods wife, puts him out the house. But instead of him sitting in the car and smoking a Black and Mild and drinking a Hennessy like the rest of us brothers would do, he went over to the girl's house to probably get answers. Like, why did I just leave a meeting with Ward Manuel and you telling them that we've been messing around? I thought we had a story to stick to. And then he pulled up a butter knife and then he put it to his throat. And I'm sure she said, now, you know that butter knife ain't gonna penetrate that thick ass throat of yours. So then she called the police and you heard the dispatch on TMZ. And so you look like the dumbest coach in America. And you're embarrassing the brand. And this is the final stench of the Harbaugh era. We made a deal with the devil. We sold our soul for a title. We got the title. And now I want my mama.
Now you want your mama.
Paul, let me ask you a question, Paul. This was a setup in my mind. Because why are you interviewing back in July? You were trying to get rid of him back then. You did not want him. I don't understand the situation. This shouldn't have got to that. Y'all didn't want him. Why did you just get rid of him? You didn't want to pay him? You had to figure out how not to pay him? Was that what the basic bottom line of this was?
First of all, Ferris, I don't know why you laughing so hard. Why would you bring me on here to humiliate me?
I'm
Second
not,
of all,
I promise I'm not. I'm just
no.
laughing.
I gotta stand here. I gotta stand here because if we would have beat Ohio State, I would have begged to come on your show and gloat. Y'all know I would have. If we were in the CFP, I would have begged to come on our take and talk about Michigan gonna win another natty. So I gotta be a man about this. T, this is what I suspect. Farrah, this is what I suspect. I suspect that Ward Manuel, who's the athletic director of Michigan, never wanted Sharon Moore. It was highly publicized that he had a beef with Harbaugh. They couldn't get contract details together.
But didn't
he was embarrassed.
He had to be taken over. He was the only person that was going to take his place. He put it in paper, so they didn't have a choice. Yes,
that is correct. So his hands were tied, and I think to Farrah, y'all are putting this together nicely. T, I think that he was about to get fired until he slipped up and went up to the horseshoe and won 13-10. And then he turned around and beat Alabama with a full roster in the bowl game.
Yeah.
He was on his way out. I think that Ohio State win, like as a Michigan man, and you understand rivalries, Farrah, you understand rivalries. You're not going to go, he ain't going nowhere after you beat Ohio State with that team. The team that he won with was that team. And I think that bought him some time. And I think he was being arrogant and brazen. I mean, obviously, you got a whole relationship with the lady. The players had to know. Let me lean in real quick. Y'all work just as many jobs as I have. Mm-hmm. You knew who was messing around on the job before the job did.
Hey, everybody knew the T. We just finding out. The AD probably knew.
So it was the arrogance of it. It's probably like the I beat Ohio State of it. It was probably still the stench of the Harbaugh era because Moore didn't want Harbaugh there. But what could you do to a man that had that much cachet? So when Harbaugh left, you were stuck with Moore. If let me ask y'all this, and I'm a Michigan man, but I want to ask y'all this. If Sharon Moore had hit the open market without getting fired, what Power 4 prominent job, who firing their coach to hire Sharon Moore?
Nobody.
Even let's take a step forward. Even if you beat Ohio State and Alabama, and they got rid of you, who's hiring them at that point? If you'd have fired them right then, get them ready right then, who would hire them? Two games. No, nobody would have.
Great point.
Right. This, and the thing is, like, I think that Ohio State went through a monkey wrench in everything because he was just supposed to be the stopgap. Remember, Harbaugh took that job to coach the Cardinals.
You don't think this would be happening? Is that what you're saying?
It's hard to say with those type of rivalries. It's hard to say because coaches having a side chick has been around as long as the leather helmets. So like, I don't think that would have done it. Hell, look at what Harbaugh did. He didn't get fired. Harbaugh was cheating left and right.
Look at Petrino, who got fired, got a job, got an accident on a bike with his girlfriend, came back.
Didn't he show up with his cast on his neck?
Was it over the raise that he gave her? I mean, we need to know more. We need to know more.
Okay.
So what you do with the calls?
Before you answer
Farrah, to that point, Farrah.
Before you answer,
go ahead, T.
If he would have beat Ohio State this year, would all of this have happened?
That's what I says.
Bought him another year. But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Back to Farrah with the raise. Y'all work in corporate America. You can't give a 70% raise to nobody without getting it cleared through HR and all kind of proper upper management channels.
For 15 years at a top 5 bank in the United States, I've given out raises. I've had temps that made more than me, especially in Texas. Boy, good God Almighty. Like, seriously. But no, sir, you will not. There is a certain percentage that I can give to anyone. I've even had a boss bring me in the office and gave me a raise. It was like, this is the highest I can go without authority. And it was just an off-cycle raise. So there's always a cap to that. It's always a cap before someone got to sign off before you giving out all the money. That's the case. Hell,
and we're talking less than 5%.
100% Monday. Give me 100%.
Now, I know how you can beat that though, and we all in corporate America. You can say that you quit and they rehire you, and then they give you more when they hire you than they do giving you the raise. That could be
the case.
But he didn't do that. So how did he get the money? How did he get the raise up?
Then her position changed. Where she's this, and then when he gets 70, her title changed. Maybe that happened.
She did move up to head assistant, but that's where the timing gets murky.
Yeah, it has to be a title.
The title that gets murky.
Yeah.
Oh, she was the head assistant, right?
Sure. Hey, she's still working there.
Yeah,
what can they do?
So I want to know the exact cause. Like, what was the violation that breached the contract that I ain't got to pay you?
Well, it's impermissible for him to have a relationship with a staffer. You know, some jobs have that. You know what I'm saying?
They all have that.
But my thing is, she's a staffer too. She worked there too. Y'all were together for 2 years, according to her own testimony to the school. She said it was a 2-year relationship. And she sold text messages, emails.
If this is all that it is, I do believe that it's probably more or less what you're saying. They were already wanting him out. This was just their scapegoat. Oh, they lost to Ohio State. And this was just the prime time to get him out, and we're going to use it. Do universities use this against their coaches? No, we've seen it happen. It's going to continue.
Right. No,
but it's a choice if they want to make sure they take action on it. Okay, so, and the girl didn't press any issues. She wasn't the one running to them saying, "Oh, he's crazy." So that's why I'm like, "Oh my God!" And then I really still think he got mental health issues. That was a lot to take in one day. Get fired. And it was he was blindsided. So if you went to work Monday, you blindsided, you pissed. But I'm not gonna go to some of my side pieces' house to try to kill her. So that's where I'm like the mental health is. Maybe he's not all the way there.
Where was he blindsided? The only thing that could be blindsided for him is he lost his job.
Yeah, that's the blind I'm talking about.
He wasn't blindsided when he went to that black woman and had to explain to her the 3 kids that he was doing. Come on.
Oh no, T. Oh no!
I don't think he got in the house. His shit was outside on the post.
Everybody's toilet tissue.
Oh Jesus!
Everybody's toilet tissue.
Oh, so
he got a tight. He got a tight. But this is how I think that can happen, y'all. I really think that he went into work fully thinking that he was about to prepare to play Texas. He gets called into War Manual's office. They lay out the evidence that he knows that she gave him.
He had no clue.
And he's like, damn, we've been lying about this for 2 years. Why would she change her tune? You go home, T, you are a married man. Can you imagine that ride home to have to tell your wife not only that you lost your job, but why you lost your job, and to tell her to log out of her social media because it's about to hit the geek wire any second? So the wife, she snapped and put him out. So he went over to the side chick house.
And they fired me because that means I'm not getting that $13 million. They're not paying me. I'm getting zero.
I'm only here for the money. And you ain't got that. I got to go.
Michigan coaches that came in with Harbaugh have been arrested or fired with cause. I think it's like 10 or 11 at this point now.
Y'all got a national
I think Ward Manuel did not want anything else to do with the Harbaugh administration. That whole thing where he was blamed for Harbaugh going to the NFL when Harbaugh was clearly running from the sanctions. Like, you walk away from a national championship team when it took you 9 years to build that. Now you just all of a sudden you just got. Come on, man.
So yeah. But what are y'all gonna do for the Citrus Bowl?
You mean before or after we get our ass whooped?
Well, I mean, we know you're gonna get your ass whooped.
No, wait a minute. Let's stop that now. We still got Bryce. And Arch ain't arching. We ain't worried about him.
No, but I'm just saying. I was just wondering how's this gonna go with all the stuff that's going on. This whole scandal. This is a lot. Do you think y'all will possibly back out of this bowl game before it happens because of everything that's going on?
Farrah, that's an excellent question. And the only way I can answer that is to see what happens with this emergency 15-day portal that opened. Nobody's left.
I'm gonna say no, they're not gonna back out because they just saved $13 million Plus, they're gonna get whatever million for the Citrus Bowl, so they can use that for the next coach. They ain't backing out.
I think money's going to be an issue here, and you're right. You're right about the not having to fire him with cause. Yeah, yeah. We gonna win. We gonna rally the troops and win that game.
Man, I feel I can't even. You see, I'm even being gentle with you. This is crazy. I ain't even gonna do you that way. But Michigan football, sit your ass down and get your shit together.
Well, he's sitting down now.
They won't let him out. Why they won't let him out? Is he under suicide watch?
Did y'all see him in that get up, Farrah and T, where he looked like that meme where they woke that little kid up in jail? He jumped. They had him in one of them jumpsuits. That look ain't gonna get you hired nowhere.
Oh, he's gone. That's a wrap. He may be a PE teacher at some point once he gets his life together.
Here's the problem. He's in jail because who's gonna pay the bond? The wife or the side chick, neither one.
She ain't. What's she gonna say for her? Ask yo to do it.
And number two,
he is too young. They can't get him out.
They need somebody with ties in the community to keep an eye on him, and neither one going to do that. So his tail will be right there.
Where's his family, man? Where you got no siblings? Your mom, your pops, like.
You gotta call that barber who get that nice little cut every time I see a picture of him. That's who you need to be calling.
Depending on how his in-laws get down, that might be the best place for him right now.
True.
I tell you what, all these people in blue are just mad these days because up next, Notre Dame big mad. No, I mean when I tell you they madder than a 12-year-old that didn't get their PlayStation on Christmas or the iPhone. Notre Dame declines to play in the bowl game. Talk shit, mad as hell, and it's their own damn fault. Y'all chose this route. You the road not taken. You took it. You took it. And you mad because you didn't get into the CFB? Man, sit y'all ass down. Whatever y'all got to say, go ahead. I'm over.
You said it all. I ain't got nothing to say. You said it all.
I'm over there. Paul, nothing.
Pete Bavacqua, the AD. Did you snitch? I'm wondering if he snitched on the CFP because it was some language that he used, Farrah, that I found it raised my eyebrow because his first gripe was, you led us to believe that we were going to be in the CFP. Like, I know that they were ranked ahead of Miami.
He talked a little bit too much.
How much do you lack self-awareness to understand that they beat you? They beat you. It's like us crying that Oklahoma get in over us and we had the same record. Like they beat you, bro.
I mean, they big man, and I'm just over it. Join the damn conference and shut the hell up. And that's
I love that they're going through it. I can't stand that.
I do too, because they shouldn't have put themselves in this position. I don't know whether they thought it was lucrative. I don't know who came up with this whole. Was it a 5-year scheme that they had? What did they think they were going to do? What were they going to accomplish? But here you go. Blame yourself. Nobody cares that you're not going to play in the damn bowl game. How about that? But your fans, and you don't have many of them left. So on to the next. Damn Notre Dame, man. I promise you. Heisman will be crowned today. Now, I have a picture of our Heisman compared for this year and last year. I just love that. Who you guys got going to win this tonight? I want Fernando, Mendoza to win, but I really think Jeremiah Love is going to take it. But who y'all got, and what do you feel like in comparison to last year's Heisman finalists? Let's start with T.
Mendoza will win it. And this year's class doesn't really compare with last year's class. Well, talent-wise, in the same. Running back-wise, this year's class is better. The athlete, excuse me. But you got Dylan Gabriel, for real. I guess that's Julian saying. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter. Looks like the same thing to me, actually. Doesn't look much different.
I think Love's a lot better than Genty. That's just my personal opinion. And
Play better competition, tell you that.
Well, yeah. And I don't really want to compare. I love Vandy, but I don't really want to compare him to Ward, even though Ward is not playing up to what we would like. But I think that has to do with where he's at, coaching staff.
Talent around.
Your talent around. Get Dylan. He shouldn't even have been in that damn down there anyway. Let's just start there. Paul, Mr. Cota.
Like, I want Pavia to win. I would, if I had to bet my hard-earned money, I would bet it on Mendoza to win. And I think that this class here, I don't think any of them would have been invited to New York last year.
No, not with the same ones down there.
Not with the same people in the running. I think it would have still been those four.
I think so too. So I don't know what time that come on tonight.
8
I gotta watch
Easter.
it, but I'll check it out and see who wins. But yeah, if Mendoza win it, that's gonna give him extra fuel to go ahead and win this CFP, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Farrah, I sent you something. I sent you something to your phone about the Heisman tonight.
What you sent me?
It's Julian saying at the presser, and there's nobody there at his table, and everybody's at Mendoza and Pavia's phone.
It's an empty table, y'all. Wow, there's really nobody there. Like, really,
that's wild.
Table.
That's wild. So he gonna have a chip on his shoulder in their first matchup.
Well, I hope so, but they are at least giving him love. He's been out, interviewing. I saw him on ESPN. I think he's a great player. I don't know where he's gonna. I think he'll be in the top 5 coming out or second round.
He's a freshman, didn't he? Say it. He's a freshman.
Yeah, he's gonna be there for a couple more years.
So he's not going nowhere. I didn't know if he was coming out or not. Was unsure. These kids are one and done. Nobody fucking sticks around. So.
Wow.
Wasn't sure. They don't. They don't. And I'm just glad to hear that Sellers may be coming back to South Carolina. If he comes back next year, that's Heisman. That's Heisman 27.
Yeah.
Him
and Bryce Underwood.
And the schedule came out. But we'll talk about that on another day. The SEC schedule came out, and my God.
Tuesday. Let's get it Tuesday. Because y'all, that's the nine game, right? Schedule?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Could it be any tougher than what y'all did this year?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think the matchups are a lot different. People who don't get to play each other every 4 years, you're going to really get to see more competitive matchups that we want to see, and not just the ones we get every year. So definitely. So let's see. We only got a little bit to go to. I actually got the list up. South Carolina State. So we do have a few college bowls on. We're not going to pick on all of them yet. I'll give them some nicknames Tuesday. We ain't going to do it today for time's sake. But South Carolina State is playing Prairie View in the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. My neighbor, their daughter, she's a senior at Prairie View. Shout out to Cam. She's doing her thing. I think she's doing videography and photography. She travels with the team. She has an intern with them. She's about to graduate, but she's been going crazy. They won the MEAC, or was it the SWAC? So they to come on out there to play in South Carolina State, which right now is 0-0. She didn't get to come home this weekend. They got to get her next week because she's at the Celebration Bowl. So I'm super excited. I am going to jump on and watch this game, finish it out. It's in third quarter.
First quarter. This is the first quarter.
Oh, it's 3rd and 11, man. I'm tripping. I'm fucking just trying to glance over there. 3rd and 11. South Carolina State has the ball, but no score as of yet. Army plays today. Army and Navy, the normal game. I don't know how they got funded to be, I think they would have played regardless.
They had to do a parade for Trump, give a fake peace award so they can play today. You know how that go.
In the FCS championship quarterfinals, Illinois State, UC Davis. If you guys watch the FCS, I watch it once we get down to the Final Four.
That's what you should be watching. The show with this level should be doing. They've been doing it for years, and at this playoff, it has been done.
The
so
FCS.
there's no excuse.
That's right. What is it?
There's no excuse here. It's already a foundation built. What's the excuse?
Dang,
Sorry.
TT didn't even think about that. The FCS does have a
Playoff every year.
Yes.
How do you think we see North Dakota State and South Dakota State always in Frisco every year? We see it every year.
Yeah, South Dakota and Montana in there again. Every year it's the same one. So we'll see how that wrap up. But it's a couple Buck Up, LA Bowl, y'all. We got all the crazy, the Empanada Bowl, whatever shit. I don't know, but we're gonna get to them and nickname them on Tuesday. So make sure you guys tap in on that. But we'll get to it. But NFL Week 14, the Broncos and the Raiders. I just wanted to cover that game real quick. Not because it was mine, it's because we shouldn't have fucking went to overtime with them. Even got this far with. I don't remember if it was overtime or not, but I was kind of pissed. But we won.
Nobody picked the Raiders. Nobody gonna have an argument against that. You won. Congratulations.
No, but I know we won, but damn, did you watch that game? That game was scary. If we had lost to them, I wouldn't be on this show today. We would have canceled it. Okay, we would have fucking canceled it. I didn't need some more time. I would have needed more time. But last Sunday, because we wasn't on, because TT was over here playing. Let's jump across the damn go. Let's go down there and play in other countries. We didn't get to see anything. So, was there any highlighted games you guys wanted to that you had? It was notable for last Sunday, real quick.
Paul, you see, she wants to skip over the fact that we didn't pick games, but we didn't pick them all because she took an L, and we want to talk about this. We gonna let the chain do the chain.
No. He trying to say I lost the bet. No, I have not lost my chain. We did not finish any. We didn't finish the picks.
Paul, you were here when we made those picks.
We didn't finish.
You were right here. You picked all
games were not noted for. What was the number on the games that we did go off of?
Don't even matter. We gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
I'm asking.
Let's do the rundown right now in front of your face, right here. You know what you did.
But we didn't go over all.
Hold on.
We didn't do picks for everybody, TT.
We picked Seattle and Atlanta. We picked Buffalo and Cincinnati. We picked Tennessee and Cleveland because only one person picked Tennessee down there. We picked Minnesota and Washington, Miami and the Jets. We went to Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Denver and whoever they played, Chicago and Green Bay. We also picked the Rams. We picked and the Texans. So we picked all but one game.
What was the score?
We gonna chalk it up.
What was the score?
Don't matter. We go call and say bye.
You sick, so I can't bring you the chain. That wouldn't be in my best health interest.
That's right. But you took the L, and
Auntie Elf sits on the chain. I don't know if she's gonna give it up.
So that's my Christmas present to you. This week is a throwaway week. We threw it at the last week of throwaway, but the other game that you pay attention to, that Baltimore Pittsburgh game where y'all go to fire Tomlin. If you don't do such and such, if you go do such and such, what did I say? This is one of his games. This is what he does right here.
I was shocked.
You done?
Baltimore had y'all.
Now, the only thing I was shocked about is they took Shador off with that 2-point conversion. Shador did everything, and then grandmama to win that game, and they still trying to figure out a way to screw him.
And they did. So
What'd you say, Paul? I know that's your team playing, but what you say?
I say tighten up. I say that all week long, y'all was talking about Myles Garrett was going to break that sack record against us because we gave up the most sacks all year, and we ran the ball right at his ass, and we scooting and booting, and Cam Ward, he won the game but lost the war because Shador was the rookie of the week. I think that hurt him more than the loss.
It did. Because nobody expected it was a toss-up who won. I mean, they both have horrible records. They're both playing with young quarterbacks, so no one gave a fight. We were just trying to see
which
quarterback
could
could do what they needed to do. So, great game. It was what it was. But I know everybody's been dragging me all week. I'm over it. I'm sick of everybody. Who y'all got? Sick of everybody. Everybody trying to put bad juju on me, man. Don't make no sense.
Why is that, Sarah?
Let's pick. What are we talking? Let's talk about
Packers and the Broncos.
All right. We start right it down right here. Thanks.
Yeah, Packers and the Broncos. Real quick. That's just because I'm all out of order right now. And that's what's up next. I'll go back to Thursday night football. But what y'all got on this game? I ain't saying
Packers.
nothing. I promise.
Packers. Am I still invited tonight if I pick the Packers?
Yes, you're still invited tonight to my house. Now, what happens to you when you enter is another situation.
Broncos. No, they got enough rooms to bury me. Like, I won't be found. Broncos.
So Paul is going to the Broncos.
Paul ain't going to Broncos. Give him his package. You welcome him. I ain't gonna do no harm to you. I ain't gonna do no harm to you.
But your mama used to smile before she spanked you. You knew it was going to be a bad one. So when somebody smiled when they threatened you, I'm changing my pick.
I'm going with the Packers because I'm sick, so I don't think I'm coming to your house. So I'm telling you that right now. So
I still coming flat.
Steve, we're supposed to be watching basketball tonight. Come with your mask on.
I'm not coming with full mask on and an oxygen tank because I can't breathe. That's what's going to happen right now. Shit. Shoot.
Yeah, we're gonna leave him over across the lake. Now we will drop a plate off if you need to at your step. Now,
thank you.
That's real. Almost like DoorDash, your plan B.
No, hold on. No.
Oh, not a plan B. We don't
Not this happy house. No. We good over here.
Ain't no plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, don't get it twisted. All right, my Broncos. Yes, of course we're gonna win. It's gonna be a great game. Everybody can keep talking about shit they want to. I'm done talking about it. I'm just gonna let the Broncos go ahead and show y'all we will win out the rest of our games as well to go ahead and take the AFC and call it a day. That's the plan. We got the Jags, Chiefs, and Chargers remaining, so I'm good with it. Now we're gonna go back since y'all just want to be rude as hell to me. Thursday night football was a doozy. I didn't even think I was going to watch it, but actually live streamed the whole thing on TikTok, and it was a great, absolute game. I could not believe the Bucs gave up the top spot to the Panthers for 1 week, only. But say y'all.
Pounding. Keep pounding. You hear it?
Yeah, keep pounding. But it's only going to be for 1 week. You're only in number one spot. Nope, on 1 week. They play again. They got to play again.
They played twice. They played twice the end of the season. The last 4 games, 3 games for Tampa Bay. Carolina has to play New Orleans this weekend. And then they got 2 of the last 3 is the Bucs versus the Panthers. So it's going to be, I love this. But that was a great game the other night. Atlanta came back and won the game. Tampa Bay choked, and I'm mad because I love the creamsicle. Because if they keep losing in that creamsicle, they're not gonna wear them anymore. I'm getting pissed off about that. So,
and Baker had to do that damn fourth quarter interception because they capitalized on it, and that was a big difference. Before that, them missing, hitting that 2-point conversion, I thought was gonna seal the deal for us, but it didn't. I do think Baker played the hell out of, Evans. Yeah. Boomba, them two, it was right, left. Wasn't nothing they could do. I mean, Evans was snatching it out of the air. But I will give it up to Cousins. He played a great game. He threw about 7 passes before he even had an incompletion, which was a throwaway, stop a sack. So nobody expected Cousins to play like that. Paul?
I went to bed. It was 28-14 with 8 minutes left to go in the game. I woke up the next morning and I saw Todd Bowles cussing out his team. And I was like, what happened? So then I went back and kind of watched the condensed YouTube version of the clips. I'm shocked. I'm stunned. And to your point, T, the creamsicles is what we grew up identifying them with as being losers. They started winning when they got out of them damn uniforms. So we might not see them no more for a while. Right. Although the end zone was dope in the creamsicle end zone.
It was.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I couldn't take him seriously when he was cursing me out with that creamsicle sweatshirt on. I was just laughing. I'm like, dude, look like it.
Right. I was like, man,
it's like your uncle. You can't do that. He's like, look at him. Come on.
He cussed his team out. His grandma would call it a good cussing.
Yeah, man, one of them good cussing. Be like, yeah, we understand. Okay.
And they deserved it. But I mean, don't take away from the Panthers. They are climbing, they're pounding, and I do see them being able to. They have a chance to win this division. They really do.
That's insane,
That's crazy.
considering how their season is gone.
Insane, but this is the NFL, so any given Sunday. And any given Sunday, I think the next most watched game this weekend will be the Colts and the Seahawks. Because everybody want to know, is Rivers starting?
Yes. It was breaking news about 10 minutes ago. He is the starting quarterback this week.
I know you, Ron.
Nope. Nope.
I'm throwing both flags on the damn play. You heard? Like both of them. Penalty, all that. Stop. That man gonna get hurt.
Did it pop in? Where is it? There it is.
They give him $1 million health insurance policy.
Lawrence of London.
Listen, how bad does the other dude have to be that he been practicing all week and he's not even playing? Right. This is wild.
I can't even believe now. No, this is no hate, and I think Rivers this is no hate to him as he is, he's definitely a solidified Hall of Famer at some point in his own right. He will. Hopefully, this doesn't damage it. I'm just more afraid. First, I'm more afraid of his safety, and then two, what if he come in and ball out? What if he win?
They playing against who this week?
The best defense in the damn NFL. That man about to get pancake. Do you hear me? I don't know if he know what that feels. It's been 5 years. You got 10 kids. His oldest son is old as the quarterback on the damn team. Okay, he got a grandson.
Wow.
He's a real pop-off.
You see this number 7? This is a mini pass tips. He gonna have the whole game. They gonna run the ball the whole game. He gonna throw more than 7 passes.
Well, he was a pocket passer anyway. It wasn't like he was mobile even in his prime. He was never a mobile quarterback, not at NC State and not for the damn Colts. But he did what he had to do. Game manager, he could sling that hole all over the field. Y'all seen what he did, Hall of Famer. But I think this was stupid. And then Matthew Stafford, all of their hate right now, they saying that Matthew, he was about to break his record. So he coming in to make sure he keep that. So Stafford is passing. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then your boy over there with the crazy ass hat said, this is a slap in the face. Dude, you are blackballed. You can't come back. Did you retire? He
has never submitted the paperwork.
So you would have just been a damn addition to the team. You ain't coming out of retirement like this man.
Farrah, can I ask you a question?
What? Yes.
No, I'm serious. I have a legitimate, for real, can I ask you a question? It's not even a troll question. Didn't they report a couple of weeks ago, and I may have even saw it right here on y'all's show, because I know we didn't talk about it on the Extra Point that I remember, that Daniel Jones was playing with a known fractured fibula?
Oh, yeah. His fibula was broken, and that's why he popped that damn Achilles on the other foot, because it was all the pressure he's putting on it.
Yep.
Isn't that gross negligence on behalf of the coach, or am I missing something?
They didn't care nothing about that poor boy. Any other quarterback would have been on IR, and we would have just had to take this hit. But nope, they made that boy play with a broken leg.
2 things. He signed a waiver, and he's on a 1-year contract. They don't have any obligation to him after that.
Damn, he sure is. There go his money, because he ain't going to be healthy in off season.
Underbite got taken advantage of, okay?
And can you see how
DeMarco Murray?
Can you see how quickly they moved faster? What number was Daniel Jones wearing this season?
I don't remember.
The same one Phillip Rivers is wearing this week. They took the number off the dude. Pay attention to that. They snatched the number off this dude. Peace.
Farrah, that needs to be a reel. That needs to be a reel. Because that's shocking and appalling. I can't, that is crazy.
So disrespectful.
That is so disrespectful. Wow. Wow.
And put you at, and it wasn't like they was having a horrible season. He was playing good football for you.
He was playing good football. He had earned an off-season contract. This is wild. Wild.
Yo, I just think that's so disrespectful that there's.
But that's what the Colts are. That's what they do. That's what as Peyton Manning.
Yeah, they did Peyton that way. Drove him out for luck just for him to retire after 3 years. So that's what they fucking get.
Right, and then y'all get an MVP and a Super Bowl out of it.
And did. So, and then you got rid of the coach, Grundy. The coach just kick rocks. Yeah.
Kick rocks. Yeah.
Kick rocks.
I mean, I love it as a Titans fan, the dysfunction, but damn, that is wild. He was playing on a fractured leg, and then y'all snatched the number off his back.
I didn't know all that he gave up for them. It don't make no sense. Bills, Patriots.
I got Bills this week.
I want to, man, but I don't trust the Bills in a big spot. They let you down every time in a big spot this year. I'm going with the Patriots.
I'm going with Maine. I'm here. And I don't really need him to win just because I want to be the overall #1 seed. But who am I picking to win this game? I'm the Patriots. Everybody in consensus. Chargers, Chiefs.
I got Bills, but make it clear.
Yeah, he got the Bills.
I picked the Bills. I want you to, so don't confusion. I got the Bills. There you go.
Okay. All right. Chargers, Chiefs. I really actually need the Chiefs to win because we already beat them. And I think we'll beat them in the Chargers. I think Chargers beat us. I think that was one of our losses.
I got the Chefs. Holding on to dear life. I got the Chefs playing this week.
Chargers are winning this game. It's Chargers. I got to go for the win. I got to keep my chain. Chargers.
I'm done. They burn. Kansas City burns me every week on our own picks, so I'm not picking them no more.
Done deal. Lions and Rams.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oof. The battle of the quarterbacks. Who used to play for each other. Okay. Ooh, I'm going with the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams. That's going to be a freaking amazing game. And hopefully I'm trying my best. I only need 100 followers to go live on TikTok. So if I'm able to live stream those games, y'all hop on with me. We're gonna do this. I'm going to be on there. So I implore you.
That sounds exciting. Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. But this game right here, I'm super excited. Is it at the same time as my Broncos game though? I think that's my problem.
When you ain't watching that game, then you gonna watch your Broncos.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want them on the big.
That's a big game
screen,
too.
But I want all four. I guess I'm gonna have to cut them all on. But I want the big screen. But we'll see. Let's see. Browns and Bears.
Bears.
Yeah. And I hope Shador has a great game. I think, like you said, I think this was going to be probably a better game than you maybe would think. Hopefully, Shador is going to step up to the challenge, but the Bears will win. But I want Shador to have a good game.
I agree.
Ravens, Bengals, TT.
I'm going to Bengals.
Me too.
I've been saying the Bengals all week on TikTok. So yeah, I don't trust Lamar.
I do not trust Baltimore. I do not trust them.
It's over. It's a wrap. TT, y'all got the division. I give up. Okay.
Yeah.
You heard me say it?
Yeah. Baltimore.
Last Sunday it was over. So I ain't messing with TT no more. Papa on them got this, and they deserve to. I'm disappointed in them. Ravens.
Too Farrell, don't be that nice. They don't deserve to.
I'm disappointed in the Ravens right now. I don't know what the hell.
I am too. That was my Super Bowl team, and they are not that.
Now,
don't be looking at us.
Right now, the Vikings and the Cowboys. You see how I kept on moving, right? I didn't give them time to even come back on us on that one.
Hold up. We them boys, hold up.
Playing the Cowboys, but you know what? I'm going with the Vikings.
JJ, you going with JJ? All right.
I'm going with the Cowboys at home. Only because they're home. That's the only reason.
On Sunday night, and CD done put them scrambled eggs back in the carton. He playing.
You saw them at home on Thanksgiving. They played good, but I don't know if they're going to do it against them. They've been sliding. I don't know. McCarthy's been playing well. Yeah. I don't want to go for the Cowboys no more. I'm fucking tired of going for them every week. I'd rather lose a chain. Next.
You act like that's gonna be the reason you lose the chain. That's what you act like. That ain't gonna be the reason.
Now I do have a question for Paul. Can the Cowboys catch the Eagles?
That's the wrong question. It's not can they, it's when will they? And I say they'll catch them on the final week of the season and win the division and go on to the playoffs and stop this foolishness that's the mirage that the Philadelphia Eagles are anything other than a dysfunctional, filthy, feathered organization.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I'm looking at the schedule.
You ain't read the schedule.
And
they losing to everybody.
Oh, okay. So you say they losing to the Cadavers twice. They're gonna lose to the Raiders this week. Now Buffalo.
No, they'll beat the Raiders. They'll beat the Raiders. But they're gonna lose the last 3.
I can see them splitting with Washington just because of the rivalry, but they should win them both. But they will lose.
Buffalo gonna need that one to make the playoffs.
The only loss I really see is the Bills for the Eagles.
So if you see that they could lose one of those 2 games to Washington, let's flip over to the other side. Okay. And the Cowboys are known to lose one of those 2 games, either the Giants or the Skins, one of those games they shouldn't lose.
Dart might go crazy on them. I don't know.
You see that too, right?
They're not beating the Chargers. We'll see what happens.
Who ain't beating the Chargers?
Cowboys.
Who ain't beating the Chargers?
The Cowboys. Did we say it again third time? Then some winners. And you should beat Washington, but
will beat.
You're not gonna win out. You're not gonna be 10-6. Okay.
Oh yes, we will. We're gonna catch it. That half a game is gonna be the elixir. That's gonna push us over the top, and we're gonna be in them playoffs.
It's so stressful,
and it's gonna be a glorious
Cowboys fans. It's so hard. It's so hard.
We believe, damn it, we believe. I believe. Ain't that what Donkey said?
You believe you can fly too?
I believe I can touch the sky.
Think
about it every night and then.
But you end up in jail behind bars messing with them young girls. Oh, sorry. We don't went
She wasn't young. She wasn't that type of felony. Okay.
Listen.
She wasn't young. She was old and dusty like him.
He had them all locked up. Oh, I'm sorry. We gonna digress. There's another game out here. There's another game on Monday night.
It is. There you go. Monday Night Football. The Tua turned the ball over against the Cotton Steel Ball.
Y'all ain't waiting for my pick, so what are y'all picking? Y'all know the answer here. We already done here.
Steelers at home. It's cold.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
It's cold. Tua gonna be up there cross-eyed. Don't know what to do. Freezing.
Y'all leave Tua alone. He's had a decent season.
Now, let's talk. And I meant to ask Corey about this. This is a serious question. Tell me about this dry needle situation, because we lost our linebacker for collapsed lung because they were giving him shots. Gave him a shot.
Taylor. Y'all doing some Tyrod?
Yeah, he did a Tyrod test. We lost TJ Watt for this game because of that. So tell me about this. What this is about? I don't even know what it is.
I honestly don't know. Watt's having surgery to repair partially collapsed lung. They said he's expected to play again in 2025. Let's see. They're repairing his lung, suffered after a treatment at the Steelers facility on Wednesday. Let's see. His recovery time is still unknown. He was released out of the hospital Friday. But that's about it. They're not really saying. I'm on ESPN. Let's see. They said that he was evaluated at the hospital of his lungs after experiencing discomfort. They said that Thursday, Tomlin told the reporters Thursday that he didn't know what caused Watt's recent lung discomfort and had no knowledge of anything that would have led to the pass rusher being listed on the injury report prior to this week.
Well, he won't play this week, but he be back in about a week or so. He's just gonna be off this week.
Be back, but how it happened? No, it does say he suffered a partially collapsed lung after a dry needling treatment session. You know what? Let me chat GBT that shit. I don't know.
Right. What is that?
Roddy, they say they give you shots for different parts for pain or something. I don't know what it is, but
Let's see.
you heard it before by Tyrod Taylor, who had the same issue.
It's a trained it's a trained practitioner inserting a fine needle into your muscles, triggering points to relieve pain and improve function. Says typically minimum invasive. So something went wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, probably a Baltimore doctor came in and did it for him. That's what it is.
Is it legal?
Yeah, everybody does it.
You sure this ain't no Darren spray stuff going on, T?
Yeah, that's about all I can find on it, but yeah. So he'll be back. I don't know. Hopefully, get well soon. Shit, I don't know. Quit getting needles, man. I don't know what to tell these people. They always got to shoot up some shit. Like it's just, I don't know. What happened to back in the day? You just drink goddamn Gatorade.
Right, put some Robitussin on it.
Sit in your ice bath and drinking some damn Gatorade. The orange one, of course. Orange or yellow. So, but I think we got all the games for this week. The orange or the yellow. That's the only ones. I don't think we missed any games. TT, did we miss any games?
Nope, we got them all. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yes. Panthers and Saints.
Oh, shit. Panthers. Jets and Jags.
Panthers. Paul.
Panthers.
Jets and Jags.
Oh, Jags.
Titans and San Francisco.
Tighten up.
Oh, man, every week. Okay, 49ers. No Arizona play somebody?
Houston and Arizona.
Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
I think that does round it out.
I don't know. Did y'all Eagles and Raiders? You talked, but you didn't pick.
Oh, Eagles.
I'm gonna have to go with the Filthy Feathers. Although I'm not. I don't think they cover.
They never cover.
And we picked the Colts and Seattle. Phillip Rivers. The slick,
old man Rivers.
Slick and Papa.
Slick
But you can't talk about my quarterback no more because my quarterback younger than that.
Not right now. I'm not going to talk about them, but just to finish out, there's the division standings after week 14. We'll see what they look like on Tuesday after tomorrow. Great games. This is going to be a crazy ass Sunday. I am going to kill myself to get those 100 followers so we can live stream. I'm trying to live all dang day and cut up and have a good time. I think, let's see. Other than that, I think that is all that I do have. Now, I did have 2 notables real quick, nothing major. Puka Nacua, gotta give that man his props. For God's sake, that man is having a crazy, rookie of the year, hell, shit, MVP, bitch, I don't know, but he that dude. Outside of that, this is gonna be a great game tonight. I will be, trust and believe, this game gonna be on. Sorry, TT, but Paul, trust, we will be watching this evening. I think they come on at 8 o'clock. I hope it ain't on League Pass because that would be horrible. I ain't got it.
What is this? The best team in the college basketball plays at 7 o'clock on Fox.
We got a couple TV. We got a few TVs. We can make it happen. We can watch them all. Ain't no big. But this is going to be a great game. And Wemby will be playing. They announced this morning Wemby will be in the building tonight. So I cannot wait to see this game. So definitely. And what college game did you say was going to be on?
Oh, the University of Michigan.
Y'all play Maryland. Y'all play Maryland. I did see that.
Number 1 team in the country. Should be. Just give us a week.
All right, Paul. We're going to give you that. What shout out y'all got for the people?
Paul.
I want to give a shout out to I want to give a shout out to Farrah and T-Dub for the hospitality, for having me on. just for being some badasses. That's my shout out.
Oh, thank you. Tay, what you got for the people?
I'm gonna shout out to everybody who can breathe out their nose, because shit, I have not figured out how to do that the last 7 days because I can't figure out how to get it done. So I'm gonna shout out to everybody who has that ability and don't take it for granted, boy. Because in those 6 or 7 days,
Get you some aspirin.
I've literally only slept 2 hours a night, so I hadn't even got 8 hours of sleep since last Tuesday. So it is killing me, and I had to clean. You should see this drugstore I got in this office right now. In this, everything you ever thought about is sitting right over here.
Get you some aspirin, man, and you'll be able to breathe. The aspirin work pretty good. No drugs. So.
Can't use it.
I'm sorry.
You got your Vicks Vapor Rub, bro.
Oh, old school. I got the industrial strength size right here, sir.
You put it on the soles of your feet and then slide some socks on top of it and then go lay down.
Now, have you put the pot of water on the stove and let it boil and stand over it? That's the best vapor. That's all I did as a kid. Pot of water right on the stove and you can put a little Vicks in there too. You can put a little Vicks in the water. Now your pot might not smell well afterwards, but it will do the trick. And the steam is the best thing that's gonna break all that down. But that's old school.
And get you a spit cup so when that flame start coming up, you don't swallow it back down.
We don't use the pot. We don't use a daddy pot. We don't use one of the Vicks vapes. I got one of the ones you see it on TV. You can spray it and go clean it. Oh, I got one of them.
You gotta put a pot of water on the stove.
I did all of that. I got the devil Mexican version of congestion. That's not gonna want to leave the country.
You know when you're trying to breathe it in and it burn your eyelashes. You ain't over it.
It's the Mexican version, Ferry. They don't want to leave the country because they get ICE trying to get it, so they stayed all up in here protecting themselves. I don't know what the heck is going on. Well, I did have a good time. I celebrated my 25th anniversary. Had a wonderful time. Celebrated. Then got sick. And tomorrow, my birthday, so I gotta get it better tonight because it's supposed to be topping off tomorrow.
21, he turning 21 tonight, y'all. Happy birthday to TT.
Happy 21st, bro. So you saying your team plays on your birthday?
No, we play on Monday night.
They play Monday night.
My team
Tomorrow's Sunday. Oh, it's like y'all on the Monday night game. Okay. We didn't watch my team on your birthday.
My team will win or lose on my birthday, so I'm good. So we're good either way.
Right. So at least it's not a loss on your birthday. God got you.
So
God got you. But I want to say thank you to you guys. TT, I know you're sick, so I appreciate you coming on. We wasn't sure if you was or not, depending on how you feel.
It's flu game.
You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of yourself. But Paul, he always got me. I truly appreciate you for coming on and was going to jump on if I needed you. Always there at the last minute for me if I need you. And we both got you. You always know all you got. We a text away, call away. We always got you. So thank you. Thank you to Corey Nelson for coming on the show.
Great interview.
Great interview with him. That was awesome. Very exciting. I'm so glad that was able to come to fruition finally. But shout out to the Broncos. Super Bowl 50 champs. TT, don't even, God dog, you hate all the time. But really, shout out to Corey Nelson for blessing us with his presence today. And thank you all for tuning in. Whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. I'm trying to get on TikTok. They can hear me over here in the corner. So thank you all. We love you guys. We just love to get this stuff barbershop style. We like to talk sports. So with that, y'all have a good day. Make sure you watch all the games that's out tonight. We're gonna have a little party TT can't come to, but
don't get everybody sick, TT.
I'll be right here.
TT. Yeah,
I'll be right here.
We ain't letting them in. You gotta walk around the house through the back and sit on the damn patio. And we'll wait.
Paul, that's still a sweet setup.
Paul, all I gotta do is go in the garage. You know where Farrah will be, so I'll be all right. Right in the garage. That's all I gotta do.
Point.
He can't come and contaminate my garage.
You know what I'm saying?
Excellent point, T.
I'll get my steam and all that in the garage and clear everything up out there.
You sure will. You want to there?
That's a different steam. That ain't gonna help that. That ain't gonna help that at all. But thank you guys again. Y'all will be back Tuesday. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Extra Point PL Coulter on Facebook as well as YouTube. He is the host over there. Check them out. But until Tuesday, y'all know how we do it.
Run their Twitter numbers up. We want to see that live stream. Make sure y'all follow them on TikTok. Share, follow. We want the live stream of the Our Take podcast.
Yes, y'all. Please make sure you guys are checking me out on TikTok and go hit that follow button so we can get there. But y'all know how we do it. We out. Peace.